When you think about the end of the world, what comes to mind? Probably fire, destruction, all that epic stuff, right? But what if it's something else entirely? What if it's less about a battle and more about a verdict? Like the final judgment in a massive cosmic court case that's been going on since, well, forever. Today, we're going to dive into a really fascinating take on the end times that sees it exactly like that, as the final act in a universal legal drama.
So to really get this, we've got to look at the central conflict. And it's not just, good guys versus bad guys. It's way deeper than that. According to this view, it's actually a legal dispute, a fight over God's character and whether his laws are even fair to begin with.
And really, it all boils down to this one huge question. Are God's commandments a trap? Are they this impossible standard designed to make everyone fail, basically proving God is some kind of tyrant? Or are they a genuine guide to life? The entire cosmic trial, the whole thing, is about finally answering that question.
Okay, so here are the two sides of the courtroom laid out for us. You've got the prosecution, led by Satan. His argument is pretty blunt. God's law is a scam, it's unjust, nobody can keep it, and it's just a tool of oppression. He's basically calling God a liar and a murderer. Then you have the defense, and their star witnesses, the martyrs. They don't give a speech, their proof is their life and their death. Their resurrection becomes Exhibit A, proving that no, God's law isn't a death sentence, it's the path to life.
So if it's a court case, how does the verdict finally come down? Well, the whole thing pivots on one single dramatic moment. It's the event that kicks off a wild chain reaction.
And that moment, it's the sound of the seventh trumpet. Think of it like the judge's gavel slamming down. It's not just a random noise. It's the official announcement. The trial is now in its final phase. It's a declaration that the powers of this world are done and the kingdom of God is taking over. This one sound sets the stage for everything, and I mean everything, that's about to happen.
And you can see the chain reaction right here. It's like a set of cosmic dominoes. The trumpet sounds, bam, that triggers the first resurrection. The martyred saints, the key witnesses, are brought back to life. And their resurrection is the ultimate mic drop. It's undeniable proof that God's law leads to life, completely shattering Satan's whole argument. So now, with the law proven just, the court has full authorization to proceed with the final judgment.
Okay, so the law has been vindicated. Case proven. What's next? The next phase is something called atonement. But hold on, this isn't just about forgiving people's sins. We're talking about a cosmic-level cleansing here, a process to wipe sin from the entire universe, and it happens in two major parts.
So what is cosmic atonement? Think of it like this. It's not just cleaning up a mess. It's not making sure the mess can never be made again. It's a total eradication of sin. It deals with sin that's happening right now, the presence of sin, but it also deals with the potential for sin to ever happen again in the future. It's a complete reset.
And here's the two-step plan. Step 1, secure the headquarters. That's heaven. The idea is that by seeing God's plan and his love play out so perfectly, the free will of the angels and the resurrected saints is, well, perfected. The possibility of them ever choosing to sin again is just gone. Then, and only then, after heaven is 100% secure, does the process move to earth, or Hades, to deal with the sin that's actively happening there.
This really breaks it down nicely. Look, for the saints, atonement is a purification process. It's about their free will being perfected by fully getting God's love. For the unrepentant sinners, though, it's a different story. For them, especially those who went after the martyrs, atonement means judgment. It's the 7 plagues, which are there to remove the presence of sin from the world for good.
All right, so heaven is cleansed. Now for the main event on earth. This is the dramatic climax. Jesus returns to carry out the final judgment, and the way this is described, wow, it pulls its imagery straight from these really ancient rituals.
So check out this quote from Leviticus. It's talking about the high priest in the Old Testament on the Day of Atonement, cleansing the most sacred part of the temple. This ancient ceremony is basically the blueprint for what's happening on a cosmic scale. The high priest cleansed the earthly sanctuary first, and that's the parallel for cleansing the heavenly sanctuary in this final act.
And the pattern continues. The priest worked his way from the inside out. In the same way, Jesus, having finished the job in heaven, now comes back to earth to cleanse it. And this cleansing isn't subtle, it's a direct judgment on the armies of the beast, the ultimate symbol of organized rebellion.
But that old ritual had another really important part. The scapegoat. In Hebrew, the Azazel. They would symbolically place all the sins of the people onto this goat, and then send it out into the wilderness to die, taking the sin with it. A powerful image of removing sin completely.
And here's the payoff. In this end-time scenario, who's the ultimate scapegoat? It's Satan. He's the one who gets bound and tossed into the abyss, which is basically the cosmic equivalent of the wilderness. He carries the blame and the source of sin away from a creation that has finally been cleansed.
So, let's recap. The trial is over. The law is proven just. Creation is cleansed, and the accuser, the prosecutor, is banished. What's left? Wiping the slate completely clean. The old world order has to go, and it goes out with a bang to make way for something brand new.
The very last step in this purification process is the destruction of the old heaven and old earth. And if you think about it in terms of our court case analogy, this makes perfect sense. It's like destroying the scene of the crime. You get rid of the entire stage where all this rebellion and sin took place, making sure it can never, ever be revisited.
And from those ashes rises, well, total restoration. The 1,000-year kingdom kicks off. We get a brand new heaven and a new earth. The new Jerusalem comes down. God literally lives with humanity. And all the junk from the old system, death, sadness, crying, pain, it's just gone. Forever. And this is the ultimate result of that cosmic verdict. It's a peace that goes so much deeper than just people getting along. It's a fundamental restoration of harmony to nature itself. You have wolves and lambs hanging out together. It's this beautiful picture of a world that is finally working the way it was always meant to.
But just when you think it's all over, there's a twist. After 1,000 years of perfect peace, Satan, the great accuser, is let out for one last time. Now, why on earth would that happen? What could possibly be the point of that final test? That is a heck of a question to think about.